That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. Scars. There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Other than Bruce Goodman, everyone got moved away. He got demoted. Ooh, hang on, let's look at this. No, except 2. You're wrong, it's 2. Damon Gant gets promoted. Angel Star gets fired. Right, so Angel Star gets fired. Jake Marshall is demoted. Lana Skye is kind of moved sideways to the prosecutor's office, which leaves Damon Gant and Bruce Goodman. Bruce Goodman, obviously, our victim. Oh, Mr. Gant, you look like you're in trouble, mate. Oh, you're just showing me now. Miss Star was fired. I was demoted, boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something hit to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. They were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. No, because the thing is, Lana Skye got rid. Lana Skye was also gotten rid of. There we go. We'll say it that way. Gant and Skye. The investigation lead Damon Gant, his second in command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After that case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. So he's kind of arranged for all these people to be moved away. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. She did. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. I got the looks, but he got the brains. He's one of the best prosecutors around. I just made detective when it went down. It's our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. Can't believe 2 years have gone by already. Tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy, partner? It was certainly enlightening. So one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. Okay. I'm not even getting any evidence from this. It's just, I'm getting facts. But I'm already confident it was David Gant. This isn't new information. Alright. This isn't where I want to go. Yeah, this is the prosecutor's office. We want to go to the chief place. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered. No one was murdered at 5:15, but we argued it happened at 4:20. Are you not paying attention, Phoenix? 'Cause I am. I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Until we argued that the murder happened in the evidence room at 4:20. Like, am I just... We did that last time. I didn't dream that, right? Hope not. I don't want to be dreaming about Phoenix Wright. Hang in there, Lana. Did we just skip over? Has the game forgotten the kind of the end of the trial where we argued 4:20? Is there anything we can do? I can't get to the chief's office. It won't let me go there, so we'll hop in it. We'll go and bother Edgeworth. If in doubt, annoy Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. He took a real beating in court today. Lana admitting to falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Yeah, there'll be nothing new to examine. But yeah, so I can't actually go in, right? So Wright & Company law officers. No. Seems everything is somehow related to this incident. What was it labelled again? The SL9 incident? Yes. The name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers. What exactly did or didn't Lana do? I'm not sure I want to know everything. Okay. If I present the files to you, madam. Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside court. It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved. She really means it. Lana. Okay. Oh, that's different. This place is always pretty empty, but say it's deserted. That's mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. He actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial, there's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for this. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Thanks, Emma. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. I don't know why we didn't get that the first time, but... Why is there a pipe organ in the police department? I know it's kind of cool, but why? Oh, okay. Well, game, there's a serious error. There's an error here that we need to address. We need to address this. Where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it? No. And we'll talk about this in a moment. Hey, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. No. There's a lot of weird things in this game world. No, I am not accepting that. That's not possible. We'll talk about that in a moment. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. Right. I thought I was genius until they tried teaching me notes. Oh, of course. I never could remember where C was. No! I want to complain about the pipe organ. No, bad game. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Righto, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I can appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct and Lana's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. Seeing that big picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took it to commemorate our work together. Something's not right with the picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. Okay, so we'll have a look at that a bit closer. Can I... Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. No! No! Right. Before he escapes, the pipe organ is wrong on 2 points. 2 points! But I can't see properly. Right. There are, on a pipe organ, more than 2 keyboards. There should be a set of keys on the floor there, where you kind of use your feet to control, which is why you wouldn't be teaching it at kindergarten, because they're not big enough. Secondly, just pressing a note doesn't make a noise. You have little stops on the side that you kind of pull out, and that sends the air through those particular pipes based on what notes you play. And that's how you get the noise. So it's bad. It shouldn't annoy me, but that does actually. Like it's just a thing here, just pedals here, and like the stops would just like be dots at this range, so I'm not too fussed about that. But the pedals, the keys on the floor. What, like saying this is a pipe organ, pretending he has a pipe organ in his room to impress people. What else is Damon Gant lying about? Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it? That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we aren't welcome. Seems that case isn't over with yet, after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. Because the case is closed! That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. I mean, yes, but I mean, to be fair to the man I very much suspect of killing Neil Marshall, he has a right to privacy. You mean like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Can I go back here? Does this have a thing? Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court. That sounds serious. I mean, if it's like the battles we have in court, it's definitely not serious. Is it because of what my sister said? That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Yikes. Why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, right? Sorry, Emma. Regardless, a prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there's been a lot of rumours going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor has kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now, with this, are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Ooh, like Neil Marshall. Not the enemy thing, but like, I think from what Jake Marshall said is he was talented and he's clearly lucky and he's the king of prosecutors. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You ought to take me back to that joint sometime? Yes, sir. Seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Again. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? Oh, you mean when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl? Me. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Which Jake Marshall said the autopsy said wasn't the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look. It's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Okay. Well, let's do that now, and then I will forget to do the... No, it's not that murder weapon. It's this one. Woo! So many items. About this. Hey, is that... It has attached to it with the label SL92 on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of? What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker and was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it. Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Alright, so now we go to talk. That's about the murder weapon. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last fibre. That's pretty conclusive. Okay, the broken tip was found in the victim's body. But that goes against what we know from what Jake Marshall said. Maybe Jake Marshall was wrong, but I don't think the game would present it in that way if it were. Alright, Dark's crimes. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.